106 days of illegal imprisonment. Chairman Imran Khan was illegally detained and a false verdict given in Toshakhana case. Next, the Cypher case was brought in to press bogus charges on him, and now a futile case like the Al-Qadir University case has been submitted. The audit report presents material evidence that the bogus claims against Chairman Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Imran Khan will not stand in the courts of law. Imran Khan's family members and his legal team meet him in prison and have shared on numerous occasions that Imran Khan's spirit cannot be broken, and these bogus charges will go down in history as one of the worst examples of political victimization and vengeance. An update on the Cypher case. The Cypher case will be heard in the Islamabad High Court tomorrow, Monday, November 20th, and the Supreme Court on Wednesday, November 22nd. Tomorrow, a two-member bench consisting of Mia Gul Hassan Aurangzeb and Justice Tamam Rafat Imtiaz will hear the case on the legality of Imran's bail Cypher case. The bail case will be heard by Justice Sardar Tariq Masood, Justice Yahya Afridi, and Justice Aisha Malik. The bail case scheduled in the Supreme Court of Pakistan will be heard on November 22nd. Another update is for Busha Bibi's bail proceedings in the Lahore High Court. Busha Bibi intends to record her symbolic protest against the biased judge, Chief Justice Amir Farooq. Busha Bibi has applied for bail in the Lahore High Court instead of Islamabad High Court, which will be heard on Monday, November 28th. Busha Bibi has raised concerns about the biasness of IHC Chief Justice Amir Farooq, who has continuously insisted to hear all the cases of Imran Khan's family and Tehreek-e-Insaf by himself. In such a situation, Busha Bibi has filed the application in Lahore High Court, showing no confidence in the Islamabad High Court. Political vengeance continues. 200 days of illegal abductions and staged interviews. Enforced disappearances and extra-legal measures are being used by the state machinery to crush Tehreek-e-Insaf. Enforced disappearances or illegal detention of Tehreek-e-Insaf workers and leaders has now become routine, and that too just before the general elections have been announced to be held on February 8, 2024. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf ticket holder from PP 231 and South Punjab leader from Burewala, Advocate Khalid Nisar Dogar, has been arrested by a heavy contingent of police in the alleged May 10th case. Khalid Nisar Dogar, a young, vibrant individual, joined politics to bring real change. He was an icon for 60% of youth. Nisar joins the list of enforced disappearances. Prominent PTI leadership has been abducted and later appeared for staged interviews on national TV to either join another political party or leave politics. Earlier, Akbar Tanoli was also abducted approximately 2 weeks ago from Islamabad. He is an enforced disappeared person. In order to make him leave Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, Umar Ayub Khan, Secretary General PTI, says there is no news of his whereabouts. His family members and the extended PTI family are extremely worried about his well-being. Sarfaraz Bukti, Minister Interior, Secretary Interior, IG Islamabad, DIG Operations Islamabad, SP Islamabad and DC Islamabad are directly responsible for executing enforced disappearances and extrajudicial actions. These people should be held accountable for their illegal actions and human rights violation. Ali Nawaz Awan came to the public scene today only after the enforced announcement of separation from Tehreek-e-Insaf after his forced disappearance. Ali Nawaz, PTI President Islamabad region, was abducted from Mansehra a week ago. His appearance on social media today points towards the escalating trend of targeting political figures by using state machinery. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has requested the Chief Justice of Pakistan for the immediate recovery of all missing Pakistanis. The Chief Justice of Pakistan should immediately take notice of this worst situation for basic human and constitutional rights and the rule of law in the country. Neglect by Modi government. Pakistani Hindus in India left in despair. The Hindus families who left Pakistan and India are suffering from severe problems. The Modi government left the Pakistani Hindus behind after reaching India. India has always spread false and negative propaganda about the situation of refugees in Pakistan, but today it is failing to protect Hindus in its own country. In this regard, Pakistani Hindus say that the Indian government has left us completely helpless. Our children are dying of hunger, but no one cares. The Modi government has not fulfilled its promises. More than 2,000 Pakistani Hindus in India are suffering from severe disappointment. On 17th May 2023, 150 Pakistani Hindus were displaced in Rajasthan. On 24th April 2023, the entire settlement of Pakistani Hindus was bulldozed in Jodhpur. More than 2,500 Pakistani Hindus in Rajasthan are victims of atrocities by extremists. According to Bloomberg, on May 16, 2023, the Indian government displaced more than 200 Pakistani Hindus in Jaisalmer. According to The Guardian, a Pakistani Hindu woman was raped by a group of extremists in Madhya Pradesh. The police refused to file a complaint. According to Al Jazeera report, Pakistani Hindus in India are suffering from a serious situation of hunger, poverty and unemployment. In this regard, BBC says that the Pakistani Hindus in India are also deprived of basic needs. According to the report of New York Times, Indian schools refuse to teach Pakistani Hindus. 800 Pakistani Hindus are forced to leave India due to the ill treatment of the Modi government. Gaza, an immediate possibility of starvation. Residents in Gaza Strip, which are under an Israeli siege, are facing potential starvation. Gazans face imminent starvation risk amid conflict, warns the largest humanitarian agency working towards zero hunger, the World Food Programme. The last WFP contracted bakery in Gaza was forced to close on Friday. Nothing is left for families to eat, not even bread. The fuel shortage is bringing life to a halt in Gaza. With winter fast approaching and the unsafe and overcrowded shelters that lack clean water, people are at a risk of malnutrition and undernourishment. Abir Tefa, WFP spokesman for the Middle East and North Africa, spoke about the situation in the Palestinian enclave. Tefa said Gazans are becoming more desperate every day in their search for bread and essential foods. She added, "Bread is a way of luxury. We have already started to see cases of dehydration and malnutrition, which is increasing rapidly and by the day. With only 10% of necessity food supplies and drink in Gaza since the beginning of this conflict, we are now facing a massive food gap." The United Nations was forced to stop deliveries of food after internet and telephone services collapsed in the besieged enclave because of lack of fuel. Israel's national security advisor says the country's war cabinet has agreed to allow 2 tanker trucks of fuel to enter the Gaza Strip each day. The shipment, though, are far less than what UN has said is needed. The communication blackout was in its second day on Friday. It has largely cut off Gaza's 2.3 million people from one another and the outside world and halted coordination of aid, which humanitarian groups were already struggling to deliver because of the fuel shortage.